Hello and welcome, families, parents, guardians. I am Lars Nelson. This is our virtual open house at Highland Park High School 2020. And I'm going to try to replicate this experience as we would normally house it in person. A little bit about me. I've been teaching at Highland Park High School now, starting my 13th year. I'm currently teaching physics and astronomy. This is the start of my 24th year teaching. I studied physics, got a BS in theoretical physics, and went on to grad school for education. And I've been doing that ever since. I have 3 children, 2 of which are in high school. So I have a freshman starting high school. I also have a junior in high school at Glenbrook South, and a little second grader, all learning remotely, just like your children. So these challenges of 5 people at home video conferencing at the same time and doing remote learning, I can empathize with. And thank you for your patience as we kind of get started here. There's going to be a lot of things that probably work as planned, but often many things that may not work as planned and as hoped for, especially the unpredictable, unreliable Wi-Fi connections in some homes. A little bit about the course. When you visit our learning management system, the Schoology, you see a physics course which has some updates. The updates is the landing page, which describes the agenda every day we meet. We meet every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Every day we meet, there is a live conference, a synchronous activity, and there is an extension of that learning activity in breakout rooms or in individual labs and problem-solving activities. Students have 2 different accounts. One's through our textbook, Pearson eText Mastering Physics, where they read and work on problems. The other is through Explore Learning Gizmos, where they explore simulations of labs. The rest of the course information is housed in these weekly folders, and if you expand each folder, you can get a good sense of the learning activities that week. If a child is behind, they can always go back to a previous week to see what we did. Every activity is linked with an assignment that has a due date in the calendar. So if you just explore the calendar, you can expand that view and see the activities, the discussion posts, the labs, the assessments. Very easy to expand that and read through that. Currently, we just finished our 3rd week, so we're into week 4 now. The first folder has all of the detailed information that you may be more interested in learning about. Policies throughout our syllabus, explaining the weekly schedule, explaining my office hours, describing the textbook that we use, an outline for reading notes, which can be used for our quizzes. All assessments are open note, open calculator, so I encourage them to have good notes and a calculator every day. Description of expectations when we're online learning through synchronous conferences, and our academic honesty policy. And these are, this is language that I somewhat repeat regularly throughout the week with students, just to reinforce the expectations and sort of the learning protocols that we'll put in place throughout this e-learning period, however long that lasts. You've got a sense to how to navigate Schoology. This is going to look a little different on a parent portal if you log into your parent account, but if you just want to reach over your child's shoulder and look through their account, you can see their information, you can see their discussion posts, you can see what they're reading throughout the text, you can explore their virtual labs as well with these 2 links. So it should be pretty simple to organize, and you can always just check briefly on the updates about the times we meet and which days of the week, which are just Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday right now during the remote learning. As the year progresses, you're going to see more and more grades. The expectation is that students always submit within a 5-day window, within a week, essentially. If they're missing, if they're behind, they communicate that with me. They can schedule conferences through Google Meet with me, 10 to 15 minutes, where we kind of get caught up if they're stuck. If they ever fall behind and score below a C on assessments, they can meet with me for corrections to try to get points back to redeem that grade to bring it back up. That policy is always going to be in place throughout the year, whether we're learning remotely or not. And I will regularly communicate that with students too. I don't want anybody to fall too far behind. We're going to have some things that work well, some things that don't work well. We're going to have problems we can't foresee. We're going to plan as best we can, but I'm going to respond to those needs that each child requires. And that entails much more individual conferencing. So I have some opportunities every week where I meet with students individually, and they can also schedule separate meetings when needed. I hope this gives you a good sense of the course, some of the expectations. Reach out to me. Your child can reach out to me separately. You can explore this course information further on the Schoology website. And I wish you and your family and your children nothing but success moving forward. Thank you for your time. All the best.